When Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco tied the knot, the world stopped to watch. But this wasn't just a wedding, it was a cultural event, a billion-dollar love story told through fashion, music, and the kind of luxuries most people only dream about. On September 27, 2025, in Santa Barbara, California, Selena Gomez officially became Mrs. Benny Blanco in a wedding so extravagant, so intimate, and so flawlessly executed that it immediately became known as the wedding of the decade. Worth over $100 million, this celebration wasn't about flaunting money, it was about creating a moment that would be remembered forever. The venue was Sayus Nursery, a lush cliffside property overlooking the Santa Barbara Channel. The choice wasn't random. Selena, who has always balanced Hollywood glamour with quiet authenticity, wanted a location that captured both natural beauty and privacy. Guests were transported by private shuttles, security blocked every corner of the estate, and even helicopters were restricted from flying over the event. Imagine driving through winding coastal roads, escorted to a private estate where every flower, every light, and every sound was perfectly orchestrated. That was the scene awaiting the 170 guests lucky enough to witness this moment. But the celebration didn't begin there. The night before, a rehearsal dinner took place at an estate in Hope Ranch, one of the most exclusive neighborhoods in Santa Barbara, where sprawling multi-million-dollar homes overlook the ocean. Guests dined under glowing lights, music filled the air, and it was only a prelude to what would unfold the following day. For lodging, the couple booked the iconic El Encanto Hotel, a Belmont property where rooms started at $3,500 a night. For guests like Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, Paris Hilton, and Steve Martin, luxury wasn't an option, it was a given. When Selena walked down the aisle, she stunned the world in a custom Ralph Lauren halter gown. Months of craftsmanship went into this dress, satin hand-draped to perfection, delicate lace embroidery woven into the fabric, and a flowing train that shimmered in the California sun. It was a gown that told a story not just of wealth, but of timeless beauty. Her accessories matched the tone, Tiffany Co. Diamonds, a 6-carat engagement ring that caught the light with every step, and a bouquet of lily of the valley, a rare flower often reserved for royalty. Her makeup and hair were equally breathtaking, vintage curls, rosy glam, and a manicure designed just for her. Every detail whispered luxury, yet still felt uniquely Selena. Standing at the altar, Benny Blanco was her perfect counterpart. In a Ralph Lauren tuxedo with a classic black cut and retro lace details, he embodied understated sophistication. Together, they looked less like celebrities and more like a power couple in the truest sense, two people whose lives, careers, and empires were joining forever. The guest list was nothing short of historic. Taylor Swift, in a chic pastel gown, sat alongside Ashley Park, Paris Hilton, and Ed Sheeran. Hollywood legends Steve Martin and Martin Short played not just guests but roles within the ceremony itself, Martin Short acting as the ring bearer and Steve Martin rumored to have strummed a banjo during the reception. This wasn't a performance for tabloids, it was a wedding filled with genuine connections and people who had been part of the couple's real journey. At exactly 3 p.m., the ceremony began. The California sun bathed the venue in golden light, and acclaimed photographer Petra Collins, known for her cinematic style, captured each moment. The photos weren't just wedding pictures, they were art. Images of Selena and Benny running across wildflower fields, laughing in private glances, and sharing intimate embraces instantly flooded social media once shared. The world didn't just see a wedding, they saw a love story immortalized. Entertainment was personal. Blanco himself curated the music, ensuring every song carried emotional weight. There was laughter, there was dancing, and there was the aura, an energetic traditional Jewish dance that brought everyone to their feet, lifting the bride and groom high above the crowd. It was a moment that blended cultural authenticity with unfiltered joy. And while many weddings boast towering cakes, Selena and Benny chose intimacy again, opting for a small but meaningful wedding cake designed to be saved for anniversaries rather than devoured in spectacle. Behind this magic was celebrity planner Mindy Weiss, whose expertise ensured every element flowed seamlessly. From six-figure security costs to floral arrangements, to the timing of the golden hour vows, the logistics alone could have been overwhelming. Yet for guests, it felt effortless. For Selena and Benny, it was everything they had dreamed of. But perhaps the most compelling part of this wedding wasn't the money spent, it was what it symbolized. Selena Gomez is not just an actress and singer. She's a global mogul, founder of Rare Beauty, and one of the youngest billionaires in entertainment. Benny Blanco is not just a music producer. He's the creative mind behind more than 29 number-one hits, producing for artists like Britney Spears, Justin Bieber, Katy Perry, Ed Sheeran, and BTS. Together, they are worth over $1.3 billion, and together, they now represent one of the most powerful unions in the entertainment world. Yet their love story didn't start with grand gestures. It started with friendship, with music, and with a Taco Bell proposal. Yes, when Benny asked Selena to marry him in December 2024, it was at Taco Bell, paired with a multi-million-dollar diamond ring. That moment reflected who they are, a couple unafraid of extravagance, but never losing sight of real, genuine connection. So when they finally shared their wedding photos online, with captions like "My wife in real life" and "Forever begins now," the world didn't just double tap. They paused. They celebrated. Because in that moment, Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco weren't just celebrities. They were proof that love, even in a world of billion-dollar empires, could still feel authentic, intimate, and unforgettable. And that is why their wedding wasn't just an event. It was a statement. A redefinition of what it means to celebrate love at the highest level. Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco's union raised the bar for celebrity weddings, but more than that, it set a new standard for love stories in the public eye. The dress, the venue, the guest list, the music, it was all perfect. But at the heart of it all, it was still just Selena and Benny. Two people who chose each other, forever.